Okay. Attempt like 84. Welcome back. Rough startup for a stream indeed. It most definitely is. I don't really know why I'm having such a software difficult time lately. Maybe all the viruses I've been downloading finally catching up, you know? Okay, so I'm moving correctly. I look good, right? Also, I didn't realize until just a few days ago when I was watching some of the little clips that I clipped through other streams to kind of help promote things. This light and the shadow on my nose makes it look like my nose has been just beat the fuck. Well, from this side actually, it just beat the fuck over. It looks crooked as hell. I can't fix it because the light. I don't have room behind my monitor to like move the light over. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. So like when I look directly at the camera, goodness gracious, that shit looks like it is just kicked all the hell and back. But trust, it's just the shadow, like making it look crazy. You can see it's centered over my mustache. So like trust. All this shit is straight. It's the shadows. Anyway, just need to have that on record. Shadows, trust. I promise. Okay. Alright, so now... Hold up. What I'm gonna do is... Possibly... Fuck it. One more time. Possibly. I removed recording. So I am no longer recording my streams. I normally record all of my streams. So I have like fucking... I have on rotation like 300 gigabytes of footage all the time. So I'm gonna hope that maybe recording, 5 hours of footage, not doing that. Hopefully that's gonna help us out. So hold on. Let's do... You're getting a live look at me setting up a stream right here. Good so far? Okay, good deal. Alright, so we're going to start a new stream. Okay, that's going. We're going to do low latency on that one as well. And then we're going to try and go live. I don't think that fucked it. Hold up. I think we're good. I don't think that fucked it. Now, can I still fine? Can I still clip? Score. I can still clip. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're good. I just gotta remember that I have to actually clip, and I can't go back and do it later. So let me pull up chat on that end. Hold on. I need them shorties getting they chats in here. Okay. Alright, so shorts viewers can now say things, and I can now read it, and they will also show up on screen. Goodness flippin' gracious. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my word. Alright. Okay. So, let's make sure that it doesn't just start fucking itself in just a second. Because as of right now, we're streaming. Both vertical and horizontal. Everything's still good. I'm moving alright. I think so. Shit, I think we're good. Okay. So cool. I'm gonna turn the music off, and then we'll get to playing a game. Well, bam. And well, bam. And well, bam. Hold up. Ah, fuck. It was early that time. Okay. So, I mean, shit. Oh, you guys can't hear the game, though. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah. pull audio from that source. There we go. Okay, so cool. Now you can see it. You can hear it. I'm here. I'm chatting up a storm. Crazy style. I think we're solid. I think we're set. I think we're good. I think we're gonna try and build a hydrofoil, I think. So let me look at... So if I look at medium craft, what are like some typical medium craft costs? 8K, I'm immediately seeing 47, there's 130, so it doesn't look like Slurpee 9000. It's a banging name. That's like actually a killer name. Hell yeah. We fuck with Slurpee 9K. Slurpee 9000. Okay, so there's a lot of variance. At least with deep water. Its ranges roughly though from like high 30s, mid 40s typically up to like just above 100K. That one's 300, but I guess it's got to be really easy to take out. Yeah, top speed 13 meters a second. If you're going to make a boat, you got to pitch it against SS designs. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, so my first boat, right, since I've never made a boat, my first boat, I want it to be like sub 50K. Like maybe 2 turrets, one that's a little bit slower firing, that's a little bit heavier, and maybe one that's more of like a Sea Whiz. I think that's kind of the goal. Oh, also Slurpee, I see your message. I meant what's good. Got autocorrect. How the fuck did you get Bing from what's good? What game is this? This is From the Depths. So if you've ever played a game like Space Engineers, I think Trailmakers would kind of fall into this. Pretty much like it's a building game. So hold up. It's a building and combat game that is built with blocks. So you've got wood, stone, alloy, metal, heavy armor. Then you've got like all these weapon types that you can have, and you can build different weapons. Like everything is built from blocks. You want to make a weapon? You build a weapon. BABFT. Build a big fucking tank. But better? I'm assuming that's build a big fucking tank. I don't know what that means. But in my mind, that's what I'm imagining. It's basically Minecraft with guns. In any game that uses blocks is basically Minecraft with X added onto it. But yeah, anyway, so that's our goal. This stream, Slurpee, if you want to learn about this game in the worst way possible, build a boat for treasure. So you build things for combat in this game. It's all about combat. So like, hold up. Some of the last stuff that we've built has looked like shit. It's actually looked like shit. Alright, so we're gonna pit the Seeker. This is something, I don't know if I built this one on stream actually. Anyway, so we built this. It's a flying boat. I fuck with this. I fuck with this. Anyway, how much does this thing cost? 37. Let's pit it against a 40K Dryad. It's probably going to get its shit wiped because it's really expensive. Is it on Steam? Yes, it is on Steam. Actually, before you buy it on Steam, I've got a link to Instant Gaming in my description, chromehell.com. Oh, it's out of materials. Fuck. Hold up. There we go. If you buy it through that link, you can purchase a Steam key from that link, but I get a cut. It's like 3%. So it helps me out. And you get the game at a discount. So that's hype. Alright, so let's see. Can my thing kill that thing? We're gonna go watch that over there.
Engaging now.
Let's see. Alright, so what all kind of armament does this thing have? Not a whole lot. It's got just a couple cannons. And it looks like I've already taken out the AI that they were using. So I think we're good. Fuck it, I think we're good. So it looks like Minecraft beat this craft. Good shit. Anyway, so the plan... Alright, I'll think about that. Cool, thank you. I think the plan for this is... I want to build a boat that's like roughly 50k. Rain says to make it 100k. Ship is kind of bad at low cost. All of my stuff is bad. It's all bad and it's all low cost. I basically want something sub 50k that can deal with roughly other sub 50k vehicles. Which I guess this technically does the job. So I don't really need a boat to do that. This is just... It's not fuel inefficient, it's actually pretty fuel efficient, because it only takes, at max, 4 materials a second. Other than that, it uses just power that the jet engine generates. So it's efficient. Only 445 subs. You should have more, dude. It's difficult to grow, especially with doing... I appreciate it, but like it's really difficult to grow with playing like such niche games like this. This game is old, 2014, and it's niche. It's a fucking naval building game. I know you're gonna get big for real. Thank you. I hope. We're hoping and praying, you know? Yeah, okay, so let's just get rid of everything. Destroy all vehicles. Let's build... I don't like building boats. That's why everything that I've built flies. So I think happy medium that we can get to is we're going to build a hydrofoil. One of those boats that like skim across the water. We're going to do that. That's happy medium. Rain, is this the kind of build that we do with metal? Our boats are metal, right? Since they don't have to worry about flying. So let's do metal. I guess the only downside with metal is that you sink. Fuck that. We don't worry about that. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get mirror mode on. And let's get down... I think instead of building bottom up, like from the hull up and then putting a turret in it, I think what I want to do is go ahead and build a turret. I want to go ahead and build a little turret real fast and get an idea about size. And then I'll design the hull and everything from there. Damn right. Alright, so let's see about getting... Let's get ourselves a little bit of a space to build a turret. We're going to do advanced cannon. Auto loader. And I guess... I guess I want like a main cannon that's slower firing, but definitely does more damage. So I'm thinking maybe like a 3 or 4 meter autoloader. Don't need to worry too much about it sinking. Metal is almost floatable, and 1 block of alloy can lift 15 blocks of metal anyway. Okay, cool. And we're gonna do double armor on this. So I guess what I'll do, the old games low-key be better than the new ones. Damn right. Actually, me and a buddy were talking about that today. Peak gaming was like late 2000, like 2009 up to like 2014. 2008 to 2014. That was peak games. That was right as software was getting fantastic and there was enough shit to do in the games that you could stay busy, but it wasn't quite to the point of everything was so monetized that you had to worry about getting loot crates every time you got on. That was peak. That was the peak era. You know what else was also in that era? Fucking co-op story mode. Because around that time, everybody was doing couch co-op, or just a little bit before that, everybody was doing couch co-op. So that was kind of like the phase out of couch co-op, which means that you had online story mode co-op. I was scrolling. All right, we'll get to building in just a second. I've got to go on this little bit of a rant. I was scrolling Steam, right, because I want to find a game that is like a survival, like I kind of want like an adult version of Minecraft. I want something that is like a survival collection, like you can kind of just do things forever until you get bored. But I want it to be co-op, like PvE with another player. Or I want something like a modern Borderlands 2. You know, something that was designed with the idea that couch co-op's possible, but online co-op is what took over. Something like we did it recently on the channel, Halo Reach. That is a campaign that you can play multiplayer. I can't think of any modern games that are like Halo Reach in the way that they've got a full campaign that you can play co-op on. Anyway, if you know any, suggest them, please. I think we're going to do a 3 meter. We're going to do a 3 meter. Let's go ahead and put it on a subgrid. We'll do a 3-axis. That works. And then we'll go ahead and grab some metal. We'll go ahead and grab AI. Local weapon controller. Yeah, we'll do that. Metal. Might as well do belt fed. Yeah. If I'm doing sub 50k, you think belt fed's a better way to go than like a real slow firing 3 meter? Just punch holes through stuff. Like a big Sabo shell. Right, that's what I'm saying. If I want to, I like, me and Noble like playing games together. We like playing games, and we like story games, and we like games that kind of just allow us to, something like Borderlands. I brought Borderlands up. I didn't like Borderlands pre-sequel. I didn't like Borderlands 3. I doubt I like Borderlands 4. But Borderlands 2, I can play that game independently, right? Noble can play that game independently. We can join up and continue on the same story missions at different levels, and it'll scale the enemies to somewhere between us, so that way we feel like we're progressing together. And then he can get off, and I can continue, and he can get back on, and either go do his main missions to catch up with me, or just join me and keep going. I can't think of a modern game that's like that. Dying Light was a fantastic game. Dying Light 2, drop the fucking ball. Drop the ball. There's no good modern games. Death of Media was 2015. I'm planning on it, like, we'll get to building, I promise. Death of Media was 2015. At some point, I'm gonna have a talking stream where I just rant about shit that pisses me off in media. And it's mostly gonna be 2015 and on. Okay, let's get to building the turret. Is that belt fed? I do plan on having 2 turrets. Let's see, what are we doing here? Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, but realize those games are ancient too. Right. That's what I'm saying. Look at the years that those games came out. I'm betting you late 2000s, early 2010s. Okay, advanced cannon. We'll do belt fed. Let's see. Slurpee, okay. Did you ever play Burnout Paradise? I did not play Burnout. So the only Burnout game I've ever played was Burnout Dominator on the PlayStation 2. Which I know that people who like playing Burnout say that Burnout Dominator was like the weird one, is because when Dominator was more of like a traditional racing game that still had some of like the crash stuff that Burnout had, but it wasn't really a Burnout game. I liked it. I did end up playing a little bit of Paradise, but it wasn't mine. I went over to a friend's house and played it on his Xbox. It was fun. It just so Dominator was my first introduction to Burnout. So at like thinking in my head that Dominator was what a Burnout game should be, playing Burnout Paradise, I was a little let down because it wasn't what Dominator was. And everybody who played other Burnout games didn't like Dominator because, you know what I'm talking about. 2 parties didn't really like each other because they weren't the same thing. Where have you seen that before, huh? Huh? Is that connected, or is that the wrong way? Nah, it's connected. Okay. So something like that. Input. Alright, and then Rain's gonna bitch and complain because I don't have as many feeders as I could have. Can I attach feeders on the side of clips? Let's go and put the firing piece up here as well. You know, another thing that I would like to start doing is I would like to make a ship in the game. I would like to start making all my ships manually controlled as well as AI. So far, I've done all my ships are just AI controlled. I kind of just watch them do their thing. I think I want to start like manually controlling some of my stuff. I'm thinking somewhere like right here. That would give me maybe right here instead. That would give me two things of like a row of coolers, recoil absorbers, armor, firing piece. I think that works. Mantlet, we'll do AA because there's no reason not to. Super Mario 64. Oh, Super Mario. I think it was just Super Mario Bros. I don't think it had like an identifier or anything after it. On the Wii, peak. You can flip the belt fed clip sideways. Oh, real? It doesn't have to be in line with the little like slot on the thing. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so how many? Oh, I have to connect it first. Okay. Let's go and get some coolers in here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so all of that's connected now. We're going to go ahead and put the AI down here on the bottom since I kind of got rid of it just now. There we go. Okay, and then let's do a... Alright, I'm going to bed. Slurpee, I'll see ya. Thanks for hanging out. Flip the entire thing. Oh, one more question. When do you start stream? Slurpee, real fast. Typically, it is within this hour. Somewhere within this hour. So like 15 minutes later from now and 40 minutes earlier from now. On Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday. Also, Slurpee, before you go, you're watching it right now on a vertical layout. I also stream on a horizontal layout. If you have a preference, either way, you just have to go to the channel and you can switch, basically. But good night, I'll see ya. Try and give you some user preference, whatever you like. I'll put some coolers down. There we go. Okay. So, see ya, Slurpee. Alright, so I want something that's going to be able to take out, you know, like sub 50. If it ends up scaling up, Rain, if it ends up going further than, what's the word I'm looking for? If this ends up growing and gets bigger than 50k, that's fine. I don't want it like at max. I don't want it to go past 75. I would like to have a different ship or a different hydrofoil for that range. I want to have a ship every I want to have like 2, maybe 1 for every 100k increment. All right, but I want a shell. I guess this is going to end up being the main gun. Guess this is going to end up being the main gun. So I probably make this bigger, huh? I guess, you know, because it's sticking out 2 in this direction. It's only sticking out 1 in both front and back. So I could put the recoil absorbers on the back and front. Could make this one thing taller. How fast can it shoot right now? It doesn't say. All right, I want a shell that can like punch through metal. I want a shell that can punch through metal. I don't ever plan on this thing seeing heavy armor, but it's gonna see metal often. What is the biggest diameter I can go? 83? If I go down to like an 8-part count? Okay. 125 mil? 6? 160 mil? 165? We'll do a 160 mil. How fast does it shoot? Only 500? But I guess if it's just shooting other boats, that shouldn't be terrible. Right? That shouldn't be awful. I did 7. 6, 7. Okay. We'll do a 140. We'll do a 140 mil. 600 meters a second. I would think that's decent enough to hit any boat in the game other than maybe like a lightning hood. Other than maybe a lightning hood, I think that's probably fine. So I would imagine AP heat, armor, secondary, and then HE, something like that. Alright, penetration metric on the heat shell is 23. Does that... Ah, there we go. Okay, so we want it to be 38 instead of 48, correct? You want it to be just below armor value, so you don't overpin and then waste it. Is that correct? You want it to be just above or just below whatever material you plan on hitting? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I want my mic. Penetration metric, be like 30 is good enough. Okay. We'll do the 33 then. And that ends up giving us 410 damage. Does it lose damage as it goes up? Yes. Okay. Explosive damage is low. You think I should try and go up to like a 8 or 10? 8 or 10? Let's see. HE. Well, it's only 69. What are we thinking here? Penetration be like 30. It's quite different from AP value. Okay. Okay. How far the shape charge can penetrate. Each meter of armor reduces metric by square root of armor value. Okay. So... Hold on, let me pull out my handy dandy magic box calculator here. What is the square root of 40? 6.32. Each meter of armor reduces metric by square root of the armor value. So each meter of metal is going to reduce it by 6.32 roughly. That means this could penetrate 33.5 divided by 6.32. This could penetrate 5 meters of metal. So I could actually go down. I really only need it to penetrate like 2 meters. Right? So then like as low as it goes, That would give me more heat damage as well. Frag count. More frags, more damage. 30 heat pin can already let you bypass 4 layers of metal. Yeah. That's big enough. So... okay. Hell, I don't lose a whole lot of damage. I lose... like... for the extra penetration. Yeah, I don't lose a whole lot. Yeah, we'll run that. Okay, that works. That works. We can do that. And then... frag count. The number of fragments emitted by the heat blast. Fragments are released when Jet leaves armor. Okay. So what gives me extra frag count? More HE body? Or does that just give me the explosive aspect of it? I put another HE body in here. That does give me more frag. Okay. Racer. This graviton ram. The shell will exert a force equal to its unmitigated recoil on the vehicle it hits. Slightly reduces kinetic damage. Equal to its unmitigated recoil. How much recoil is the shell going to make? Expected recoil, 412, so fucking nothing. Gotcha. 75%. We won't do that. Base bleeder's not worth it on this. We could run Tracer. We could run Tracer for the accuracy buff. Okay, yeah, we might run this. More HE body equals stronger heat. Okay. I feel like this is probably decent then. That's going to penetrate anything, ideally. That'll penetrate anything. Because do I need to also look at armor pierce? Because armor pierce of this is really awful. 10. I don't guess heat's going to matter. So I guess 10 is the first block. And then heat takes over from there and just passes through. We'll try it. I'll figure it out. I'll look at the little like debug stat and see how that goes. I don't think I'll run the tracer. I'd rather just have more... I'd rather have more gunpowder, I think. Make it a little faster. Fuck. Okay. Okay. You can remove some HE body for faster shell, which mean more kinetic damage. Let's see. Think something like that. Gets my armor pierce up to 20. Kinetic to 1,000. Alright, so let's just look at like really dumb number. Let's just look at the expected. 23. It's only going to go down if I add HE, but we're going to gain here. Okay, so it reset our metric. Hold up. Our penetration metric. Okay. Alright, we're going to try this. We're going to attempt this. It's 125 mil. APS. Shoot for 125 millimeters. Just prefer low. There we go. Let's go ahead and add that to everything. Alright, now how fast can you shoot? It needs a gauge increaser. Goodness. Okay. I feel like having the gauge increasers down here would be pretty solid. You don't want to lose the gauge increasers and then not be able to fire. So we'll run that. And then resources. material. I'll just go ahead and throw something down so I can see its stats. Ammo box. Alright, so a little under 400. It's not terrible. Yeah, that's not terrible. I'm okay with that. Alright, you can remove some HE body for faster shell. Gotcha. I said the other day that AP heat is basically a more fancy kinetic shell that has a chance to just ignore armor entirely. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Do you think... I guess I need a layer of coolers so I can get my cooler up. But do you think it'd be worth to go another set of autoloaders? Since I am running a explosive chemical shell, do you think I should put ejectors on this? How much does this cost? Fuck. Okay. Does not leave a whole lot of room. Okay, so yeah, I don't guess this is going to be a 50k build. Gotcha. Understood. Let's go ahead and throw on some coolers. Can't eject your belt fed? Understood. NF, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Cooling limit. Let's go ahead and put a barrel on here. How much barrel length do I need? 4 meter. Understood. That's easy enough. Barrels. Go ahead and just do a regular ab barrel. That. And a bore evacuator. What are we looking at now? Still cooling limited. Choke you? Just kill you like that. And then like wiggle your body. Like this is your body right here. Just like wiggle it back and forth. And then this is your head up here, right? And I just like a pop can. And then I pour your blood out. Is that crazy? Is that the kinky shit that you wanted me to say? Or is that too far? Have kinks gone too far? Ezra, how you doing? No, you're not late. You're not late. We've been having a bunch of software issues, so we're only really just now getting started. Alright, so we're still cooling limited. I guess I put another layer of coolers on here. Wouldn't be terrible. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's do... that. It's closer. It's closer. Doing good? How am I? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Let's do... how much more do we need? Just a little bit more. A little more. Little more. There we go. Okay, so now we can just do... Rain, at what point do I need to start chopping corners off? It's like, is this a corner I need to get rid of? By the way, check out the default prefab and subject tab. It let you see what you can be permitted to have on your turret turn freely. Lucas, welcome in. Oh, look at that. We got a lot of people in here. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Ezra, did I tell you that I was doing good? I'm doing good. Yeah, I guess I do need to check out the prefab so I can actually see how much I can have. How do I... There. Fuck. New blueprint? No. Sub-object mode? Fuck. Rain, what? Default prefab and sub-object tab? Sub-object tab. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're going to be shooting for... I guess this is like a 9x9. Maybe it's a 7x7. Okay, so I need to chop some corners, looks like. Yeah, chopping those front corners. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. And I'll just move them around to the back. Something like that. Alright, is that enough? That is enough. Okay, cool. Cool beans, cool beans. Yeah, you told me you were good, and I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Sick. I got cinnamon toast crunch, pulled pork with sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You got a fucking snack pile, huh? Do 9x9 and have some token turret armor instead. I was just gonna build a little cup around it, but you think I put the armor on the front of the turret and have that like face the enemy instead, rather than just have it in a little cup. Ezra, we are building a turret because I want to build a boat. I actually want to build a hydrofoil. For everybody who doesn't know what a hydrofoil is a boat that skims on top of the water. Okay, so we need recoil absorption. 5. That enough? Fuck, no, it's not. Okay. Okay, it's not. 6, 7, 8. We can do all the way up to 8 on that. Oh man, that's still nowhere near enough. Goodness gracious. Okay, this is going to be a difficult little turret build. Can I have that attached there? Oh, that attaches to the back of those? Fuck. Oh, that makes this so much easier. Okay, shit. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got enough. How expensive are we? 34. Goodness gracious. Alright, this better be an absolute heater turret. Prefer wraparound since HE explosion is weird. Okay. As of now, we've got everything set up that functions. Cooling limit, rate of fire is decent. Recoil absorption is covered. And we can I'd probably put a slightly longer barrel. Probably get away with a slightly longer barrel. Let's add another 2 meter on the front of this, and then we'll put the bore evacuator. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That looks like a decent barrel length. Yeah. Alright, now let's put some armor on it. So we will do... Let's see. 3 meter... Actually, we'll just do a 2 meter block, and then we'll do another... We'll just do block armor inside of this thing. Something like that. And that. Yeah, something. I'm okay with this. This is okay. Okay, hold up. I'll read chat in just a second, fellas. I'm placing my blocks right now. Straight up placing it. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Hold up. Look at that. You didn't even hear me. Look at that. Alright, we do a 3 meter there. And then a 2 meter on the back of it. That's good. Oh, that's so good. Okay. So good. Yes, King. Alright, we'll do a 2 meter. And then a little 1 meter. Alright, it's got me completely surrounded. So, now we build a turret cap for it. And then we'll build the bucket to surround it. And then we'll start building the actual ship. I wanted to make sure I had a height, a rough height of how tall it's going to be. So let's look at building a turret cap. I think I like the idea of something not like stubby. I don't want it to be stubby. But I do like the idea of, I don't know, I want it to feel protected. I want it to like look protected, and I definitely want it to look angled to be protected. Am I just spitting out my ass right now? What kind of shape do I want this thing to have? Something like that. Nah, 4 is definitely too long for how big this is. It's not big enough. We do 2s. We could do 3s. 3 is probably okay. 3 is not wide enough. I definitely want something wider. Something like that. And then we start sloping it back from there. Straight up sloping it. Something like that. Is that crazy? I don't feel like that's all that crazy. I don't feel like that's all that crazy. I think that's okay. Chrome Mega Lore Drop, all caps. Okay, what's the lore? Ezra, I'm just going to remind you that if you want to watch this horizontally, it's available. You just got to go over to the channel and you can watch it, you know, widescreen if you don't want to watch it up and down. Not saying you have to, just saying it's available. I think I kind of like the square edge on that, I think I kind of like that. And then kind of like this. I think I kind of like this right here. Oh, see, it's not tall enough if I do it like that, though, because I've got to worry about this absorber, which I guess I could just put a shorter one in there. I do have enough absorption that I could spare that. Like the other stuff that I would lore drop about wasn't crazy, but this day is crazy, and I need your help. I need your help about a girl. A plan actually, but give me a few moments. Okay. If you're gonna type out a big ass story, I would much rather you type it out in like 1 to 2 lines, so you can drip feed it to us, and I can read it as you type it, so I can read it out like a story, and everybody can follow along without having to read. Maybe I just make the turret cap bigger? Maybe that's what I do. Maybe this isn't big enough. Maybe it's not. Let's do... Maybe a 2 meter is all I need, you know? Maybe a Kamla 2, you know? Is 2 meter crazy? I don't feel like a 2 meter is all that insane. Yeah, I don't feel like a 2 meter is all that insane. But maybe it is. Maybe we do a low profile. This is going to be our main gun. Does it need an AA mantlet? I feel like a shorter mantlet would allow me to do a little bit. Like just maybe like a regular ass Omni mantlet would be good. Let's look at that. Let's look at something like that. Let's mantlets. What does the 1 meter elevation mantlet get to? Between 20 and 40 degrees? Azimuth field of fire? Azimuth is left and right, so that's okay. But it does have an elevation of up to 40 degrees. I would think that's probably fine. I think that's probably good enough. Fuck, if I could place it correctly. Yeah, I think that's probably okay. That's probably a-okay. Okay, so now we can armor it. Ooh, something like that. That could be kind of cool. A real steep slope like that. I mean, a real steep front end, and then it immediately tapers off to the back. That could be kind of cool. Let's get rid of this motherfucking, this thing right here. Does it still have enough? Yeah, it's still got plenty. Okay. Thick. Hype. We on this. Okay. Blocks. Metal. 3 meter. 4 meter. Four meter. And then 3 meter. And then 3 meter. Oh, see, that don't look bad. That don't look bad. Maybe instead though we do a 2 meter, and then we cap it right here at the end with one of these boys right here. Is this crazy? Is this diabolical? I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like that's all that crazy. But alternatively, we do something devious. We do our fingers like this. You know what I'm saying? We do something like that. You know, it's that. I think that's better. I think that's better. Alright, so let's pack this full of alloy. Do a pole. We'll do 2 3-meter poles. Well, a 3 meter and a 2 meter, I guess. And then we'll go. I could put 2 3 meters. There we go. And then we'll go back to metal. And I kind of like the idea of keeping another pole back here, kind of like it's a little storage drum. Or do you think the storage drum should be up top? No, actually, what I'm going to do is 3 meter slope like this, and do it again, and I'll end up decoing something on the back of that. I kind of like that. I don't think that's terrible. I don't think that's entirely awful. I'd go as far as to say I'm okay with this. I would go as far as to say I'm okay with this. You know, we could, hold up. Don't let the voices get too loud. We could do this. And then no, not that. Fuck, the voices might be too loud. Damn, I had an idea in my brain. I don't know if I can do it. I feel like maybe a transition, but I'm not gonna fuck around with that. I don't give a fuck about transitions. So we just won't even worry about it. We're okay with this. We're okay with this. We can deco it and make it look pretty. And that's what we're gonna do. We will be putting a 2-meter pole right here though. Fuck no we won't. We'll just do it solid. Lucas, I'm pretty sure I see the messages over there going. I'll read it in just a second. I don't feel like this is bad, fellas. I don't feel like this is bad. Long-tailed giant ichneumon wasp. Hi. It's a great name. Big ass wasp. Okay, so let's see what Lucas has been saying. There's a girl at work and we're friends. I have to walk through her department to throw out trash and get stuff. So as I walk by, I'll talk to them. But that's it. I'm just friends with her and I would like to stay friends with her. The other day though, I was talking to her about how I'm trying to get into the dating game and then she says she's looking as well. Me personally, I'm not like friends. I'm not relationship building. I ain't doing any of that shit at work. Like, we can be work acquaintances, but I don't really want to go out and get drinks with you. I don't really want you to know exactly where I live. You know, it's just me, right? I don't fuck with all that. I show up to work to make money so I can go do my hobbies. Like goon and skydive while gooning, you know? I work to make money to go do my things. I do not want to spend the money I make at work with the people that I work with out doing things with those people. That's just me though. I understand that that's not everybody. I understand. But to me, the people I work with are they're just my fellow co-workers. And that's all I ever want them to be. It also makes it a lot easier that if one of them pisses me off, then it's cool. I don't have to worry about it, you know? It's just at work. They piss me off at work. That's it. Say you start dating this girl, and like a couple months down the road, she does some crazy shit. Now you gotta go to work and you still gotta see her. Right? Think about that. I don't fuck with that. I don't play around with that, because that's gonna make me earning my dollar a little more stressful. All right, let's keep going. What are we reading on here? Long-tailed giant wasp. You're the first person on YouTube to say my username correctly. Ichneumon. I like it. It's a fun name. It's fun to say. You got to slow down to say it. That's why I didn't say it the first time or the second time just then. But like, it's fun. I like it. I like the length of it. You know, it really takes up a lot. I like the dash in there. That's good. It's not long space-tailed. I like that it's like grammatical, you know, it's long-tailed. It's good. I like it. The only thing that can make it better would be proper capitalization. It's all lowercase, but you got the dash in there. So it's like you sort of tried, but you didn't try enough. Or like you tried, but like, I don't know. I feel like there's conflicting evidence of effort here. I think you should capitalize it where it needs to be capitalized. This is good. This is good though. This is good. Is that how long can a name be on YouTube? Can you make like a real like multi-length, multi-row name? There's some crazy ones. Okay. I've done yapped all day. It's nighttime now. There's more, but I'm talking to this other girl. Give me a few moments. Okay, yeah, go do your thing. Go do your thing. I'm building a turret. Alright, and so this turret, at least the way that we've built it right now, this whole little neck, this whole little platform that it's sitting on is also going to rotate. So I can actually make this turret wider, which I think I might do that. I don't really think, like, I think visually this turret works. I like the shape of it, but it does need to be wider for the sake of the turret that's underneath it. So let's go ahead and grab a... Oh, can I do a 2 meter out? Oh, that might be cool. Oh, that might be real cool. Hold the flippin' phone. Hold up. Hold up. This might be great. And then we'll still do the 4 meter. Or no, we'll still do the 2 meter. Yeah, like we did. Then we'll do the 4 meter. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's real good. Okay, then we'll do the 2 meter out in this direction. Yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll still end up doing that. Well, actually, I know what could get me the look that I want. And it's just... Or is it a transition block? I don't think so. I think there probably is a transition. I'm pretty sure one of these, like this offset left, would probably work. Or maybe one of these inverses. I don't really want to fuck around with transitions. Transitions are not something I want to fuck around with. Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold up. Is it ringing? I'm losing my mind. Oh, look at that. He capitalized it. Good shit. What's the game's name? This is From the Depths. It's a game released in 2014. So it's unknown and it's old. There's only like 5 YouTubers that made like really consistent long run content for this. And there's like 2 or 3 that I can think of off the top of my head that still make consistent content for this game. Okay. I feel like maybe the double wide thing that we got going on over here is fucking me. So maybe what we do instead, options. Holy shit, I might be a genius. We do a 3, and then that allows me to do the 2. No. Yes. With a transition of 1 to 2. Fuck. Like that? Yeah, sorta. Damn, that looks really shitty. I really wish it was smoother. I mean, I don't really know how it could be any smoother. That's basically it, though. Like that. That's the shape, I guess. It's really not great. That is really not great, because this is what I wanted, right? But that looks awful. That looks hideous. Yeah, we'll just go back to doing the 4 meters. Sorry, I really want this turret to look good. And as of right now, it's not looking great. Alright, so let's do that. And we'll just put in a single little thing like that. We'll go ahead and just get rid of this. We'll just make it all the 45 degrees. Yeah, something like that. Okay, yeah, we'll just go back to the old design, but we'll make it bigger. We'll go back to lightweight alloy, and we'll go grab the 2 3-meter poles. And then we'll go back up to the metal, and we'll go to the... What block do I need? This? No. This. There we go. And then the 2 meter. Yeah, that's okay. It hangs off in front and rear direction. I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. I think that's fine enough. Yeah, because I'm going to deco the back of that. I need to stop worrying about this. I'm going to deco the back of that. Let's go on to now do... Everything's still good on this? Everything is still good on that. Let's go on to now do the bucket that this thing is going to sit in. So... There we go. We can get rid of... Oh, fuck, I didn't have mirror mode on. Damn it. Okay. Mirror mode not being on is the bane of my existence. How far out did we go? One extra block? Okay, good deal. So, let's try and figure out what all we can do on this. Is it on Steam? It is. And if you're planning on buying it, I'd really ask if you go purchase it through Instant Gaming with my referral link. You can still buy the Steam key, but I get like a little commission. I get like 3%. So like just pennies. I get pennies. If it's in stock. So sometimes they don't have stock, like key stock, and that's fine if they don't. But like if you're really thinking about it, I'd really appreciate it. Also, when you buy a game through Instant Gaming with my link, you get a Discord role in my Discord server. Might get it? Hell yeah. Okay, so we got a turret base going on. Now how far out does this can this be? I guess I need to pull out the prefab again. Did we end up doing a 7x7 or a 9x9? I guess we ended up doing a 9x9. Well, I mean, I could expand it with armor again. I think that's what that's telling me. Yeah, I think that's what that's telling me, is I could put armor sheeting around all this, and I might do that. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, we're gonna do metal. We'll do 3-meter slopes. 2-meter slopes. Do a 4-meter beam, and then a 3-meter... Am I building on the wrong thing again? I am. Fuck me, dude. Goodness gracious. Okay, hold up. Mirror mode. Mirror mode. It's fucking me. Okay, let's lock back in. Lock in. Goodness. Okay. Fuck, I don't have it enabled. Breathe. 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 Crashing down on stream over mirror mode. Had a great day today, fellas. I'll be so real with you. I've had a fantastic day. I've gotten a lot of things done. For anybody who knows that I do moto content, I did my first 720-degree spin wheelie today. It's a pretty big milestone in learning how to stunt. Pretty happy to share that. Okay, I think that's good. I think that works. I think that can turn. And I think that now means that I can place... Hold up. I think that now means that I can place blocks pretty much all the way around this thing and it not... Fuck, mirror mode. Pretty sure that means I can place blocks all the way around this thing and it not be an issue. Like this. I think so. I think that's what that means. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I mean, I think that works. Before you put all the blocks around it, like a tall tank. It pretty much is. This same thing is what you would build inside of a tank in this game. Only this one is going to be like a fasting fire rate. Rain, you're back. Hey, Longtail. Always double check. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. It looks like, yeah, it can spin all the way around. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong button. Longtail. So I can see that you're watching this vertically, like narrow right now. If you want to watch it like full screen, click over to the YouTube channel, and you can watch it full screen there. It's preference, of course, but just letting you know that that's available. All right, so let's put some blocks down here. Oh, why is this not attached? Oh, is it because I'm building on the fucking turret? Goodness gracious. Okay. Anyway, 700. Oh, I didn't disable mirror mode. It's okay. It's okay. Just a couple blocks. Yeah, 720 degree wheelie, fellas. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to me. I've been wanting to try and learn how to do circles. Circles actually is what got me into wanting to learn how to stunt. I've wanted to learn how to stunt just because I wanted to learn how to do circles. Pick a wheelie up and you just do a circle on the rear wheel. I learned it. I did it. I did good. So now it's just to practice it and perfect it. It doesn't work. It takes me to YouTube Shorts Live. Hold up. Let me. Sometimes you have to go to like my home tab. Hold on. Let me make sure that I'm telling you how to do this correctly. I view channel. All right. So if oh fuck, it's gonna. There we go. So if I view the channel, this is the shorts one. See, it's got the black bars. Scroll down just a little bit, and then you got, fuck, it's this one right here. It's gonna keep disappearing. Can I hold this really close to me? Just beneath this one up here, there are 2 videos right here that both say live on it. You click on the one that has a thumbnail. It'll say, oh my goodness, oh my word. Okay, so let's finish out the... that. Okay, now that's not ideal. I'll be real, that's not ideal. That's really not ideal. I guess I could move the firing piece up one and put a little topper on this. That's not ideal at all. Okay, well, that's what we're gonna do. Fuck, I didn't think about this. I've never built the turret first, I don't guess. Oh. Yeah, I don't guess I've ever built the turret first, so this is a whole new learning curve for me, fellas. Alright, so we gotta get rid of the barrel as well. Oh. Oh. Mantlet, firing piece. So we're gonna put the advanced cannon, firing piece, we're gonna put it here instead with the elevation mantlet. And then we're gonna do a 4 meter, an extra 3 meter, and then a bore evacuator. That works. Let's go ahead and remove that. APS. I think it was 125 mil. Force desired gauge, prefer low. Oh, and it's not connected now. Okay. Okay. Alright. Cooler. Firing piece. Mantlet, elevation. Barrels, we'll do a 4 meter, and then a 3 meter, and then a bore evacuator. I think it was 125 mil? Yes, 125. 125. Force desired. Prefer low. Yes. Does that work now? That does. Okay, good deal. So now we build our turret cap again. And then we do it 2 meter. Oh, well, since I guess I'm putting the platform on there, I don't have to make it so wide. I probably will make it as wide just because I like the way it looked. Do the alloy poles. And then we'll go back and do the metal. 2. And then we'll do that. 2 meter beam. And then a 3 right in the middle. And then another 2. And then something like this. Some slight. 2 meter. And then one of them's. One of these. One of those. And then 2 meters. Good deal. Okay, now we can build the... the plate underneath all of that. Why not AA mantlet? You can't shoot things underwater anyway, and boat very much sit just above the water. Because I didn't want to make the thing tall. You think I should, though? I didn't want to make it taller. Mantlet. AA. Like that. Because now I'm worried about my mantlet getting blown up. Just absolutely blown to smithereens. Makes sense then? Okay, so go back. I put the elevation mantlet on there, so I mean it should be able to do enough. Gotta do enough. And I do plan on having a sea whiz on this as well. Even if it's not like an advanced cannon sea whiz, it'll at least be a what's it called? Am I gonna have enough room? It's not very centralized, so it's gonna Fuck. They're fucking me. That's what they're doing. They're fucking me. So let's do will a 2 meter work? In all directions? Something like that. Does this function? Yeah, that functions. Okay, how much does this turret box cost? 38. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the shorts live. Okay, have fun. Yeah, no, I'm just giving you options for it. You know, whatever you prefer. Had a horrible day today. I fell asleep at 7 p.m. and woke up at 10 p.m. the same day. Goodness, 3 hours. Mantlet blocks have quite a bit of HP. Do they? Oh, 3,000? Oh, that's a good chunk. Oh, and this one only has 1,000. I think I'm gonna try this. Because I'm just worried about this being like the primary gun, it getting blown up by like especially with how shallow this armor is, it getting blown up with something, and then losing my gun. Could I do a block? Could I do a metal block here? Like, can we do a 3 meter deep? I doubt it, but let's try it. So that means that it could not go backwards. Which I don't really guess is the biggest issue, because I do plan on having a, what's it called? Oop. We'll just do 2 meters, that's fine. Okay, so let's get to building. What we got going on? Don't forget to hit Shift L. What is Shift L? Oh! Okay. Yeah, we fuck with that. We really fuck with that. Alright, so now that we've got the turret, let's build ourselves a area to hold some ammo. Is it Alt-N? Yeah. Okay. Let's build an area to hold some ammo. I think I'm going to go ahead and build a box to hold it in with an air gap in between. Like that. I guess I need 4 meters on this. A simple 4-meter pallet would probably be fine. Resources, ammo box. How much does this gun need? 318, 450. Yeah, that's probably okay. Oh, that's alloy. Oh, alloy, my beloved. Okay, and then we'll do another just like that. Good deal. Good deal. And you know what? Rain, how much? Longtail will be back. Okay, have fun. Go do your thing. Be safe. How much metal do I need between ammo boxes for them to not detonate each other? Like, can I put another ammo box on the side of this metal piece and it not detonate the next ammo box? Or should I put another layer of metal? Or should it be a metal ammo box? How much space do I need for them to not detonate each other just off basic explosion range and shit? Because ideally, I would like to have one more set of ammo boxes on this. And I know that there's a little bit of stream delay as well. So I'll probably just move on and then let you answer that. And I'll again in a second. Half block of heavy armor. Though you can just pray that nothing hits you in the wrong spot. I like that idea. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. Oop, built that the wrong size. Oop. Okay, cool. So that's gonna be our ammo reserve. And now we need an AI. I'll probably put it back here behind this. Go ahead and put down a little extra layer. Something like that. Do a little 2. And something like this. Do some rubber. All right, I'm back from another stream. Hell yeah. You're hopping around. Okay, so let's do... I'm going to run an AI on this, but I would like this thing to be able to maintain itself, run itself, shoot itself, do everything it does. I would also like to be able to just disable the AI and run the craft myself. So that, turn mirror mode off, put a transmitter, and then we'll put a not a wireless receiver, an inner vehicle transmitter. We'll do a string of connectors. We will do an AI card slot down here at the end. Go ahead and throw in a behaviors and additional routines and aim point selection. That should be all I need. General processing. Okay, we got 23 general processing power. I want this thing to be really sensor heavy. Gun goes pew and then kaboom. Yeah, ideally no. So these pieces in here, the belt fed autoloader, which is just that little circle piece right there, when it gets hit with stuff, if it's holding explosive ammo, it explodes. So not ideal. Not ideal. You know, I could... No, that works. Okay. Blocks, rubber. Fucking, I forgot to turn mirror mode on. Okay, there's that. Another one. I guess we'll have to do another one. That works. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. Alright, and then we'll put in the little 2 meters. Do the corners. I know we don't need to do the corners, but might as well. Blocks, metal, 3 meter. Just put the 1 meter down here. Or actually, we'll just do a 4 meter instead. That works. Well, let's do mirror mode before we get going. Do a 4. Okay. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Nice, hefty AI box. A vertical FTD stream. Sprites, if you want to watch a horizontal FTD stream, I have it on the channel. You just gotta go click on it. But I've got it for, you know, whoever wants to watch whatever kind of format, you know, format preferences and all. Surge protector instead of 2 meter rubber on the corners. I do forget surge protectors exist. Okay, so we got that there. There we go. Surge protectors. And it probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and throw an extra 4 meter surge just on the ground over here. We'll put it... there's no center, so we'll do a 3 meter right there, but we'll also do an extra one up here. And we'll do that front and rear. How high up was that right there? No, that doesn't need to be one right there. Okay, cool. So that functions. Now. Meow, 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 meow. I'm gonna need my jet engines that I like to do are like a lot of compressors, generator, controller, and then like 2 or 3 combustions. they're really material to energy efficient. Would it be better though for me to just run a fuel engine instead? Since this is going to be a skimmer and not necessarily a hover or a fly or anything, like, is it still useful to use the jet engine as a generator in this case? It looks like the Schwerer Gustav, Heavy Gustav, if it was made by Russians. Eventually we're going to clad it. Eventually we'll clad it in something pretty. Right now we're just building boxes so we can kind of compartmentalize, get our shapes in order. So I've got all this room right here. I could put something over here. I probably will just use this area for decoration. No, I won't, because the lore of my faction is that it's AI driven, or like that it's all AI made. So there's no need for like a, what's it called? A superstructure. So I'll need to figure out how to put detections around the craft to make it look pretty. Alright, so I've got room right here though. I'm thinking what I'll end up doing is I guess I could run some. Let me think. Let me think about where I need things to be located. We've got our main gun on top. I'll probably just use missiles as like a Sea Whiz kind of thing. I don't care about sleep. I'm watching the entirety of the stream. This stream has the possibility to either be, what are we at right now, an hour and a half? Like another hour, or 4 more hours. I do not know. I ain't got shit going on tomorrow, so actually I do have shit going on tomorrow. Stream, I might have to cut stream a little early. We might just go for another hour and then I'll hop out of here. I'll make sure to start streaming tomorrow a little earlier so I can do a longer one, but I actually do have shit to do tomorrow. So let's do let me think. We could put the generator in the back. Remember that one stream you had was lagging? Is it lagging again? Is it fucking broken? CJE is cool for hydrofoil, but you might want a backup fuel engine in case of bad wave. No? Okay, good deal. Good deal. Fuel engine. Yeah, I think we might run a jet, like you're saying, like run a two thing system, CJE, and then a fuel engine as a spare. I think that's a good idea. So, if that's the case, let's do air, custom jet, intake. We'll do ducted intake. We'll just have it push out of the top. Yeah, center of mass is going to be kind of... Its center of mass is already low, but we're going to have the hydrofoil to help pitch it, so I'm not actually all too worried about that. I guess I could bring it down just 1, but I want it to be pretty centralized vertically. I want it to look correct. I don't want it, like, even if it's mass-wise, it's incorrect. You ever tried Stormworks? I have not. Is that the game where you have to build, like planes and shit to drop water on fires? Or am I thinking of a different game? I might be tweaking and thinking of a different game. Alright, materials a second is 3.6. Let's go ahead and put the intake on so I can actually see the numbers that this is going to produce. Is that level? Yeah, this is actually going to drop. just once. All right, what are our numbers now? We're looking at just under 50,000 thrust. And we'll have the generator swap out like... We'll have the generator swap out. I'll have to set this in a minute because I don't know how much power this thing is going to actually consume. What are we up to in cost? 50K. Okay. So, really, I need to be tidying this up. I need to be hauling it and calling it where it is. And maybe put like a really small CWIS, like a little missiles or something on it. But really, cost-wise, that's about where I want to start wrapping this up. Rain says to go to 100K. Rain says double it. Which I guess I could, and I could just make this my 100K craft. And then go back and try and build a smaller, like a 50K craft. I'm going to throw some resources down on this thing because I still need to haul it, and that's going to still take a good chunk of double or nothing, of course. Of course. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Hey, wait, do these have more health? Got a little bit of extra armor, and they only cost 10 more. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I wish I knew the calculations on how armor affects health. Because the same 3,500 health with 5 extra armor, if that makes a difference for 10 material, then, I mean, why not? Why would you use these? Other than just looks. They don't look great, so... Okay, fuel box beams. We don't have any fuel on this craft yet. I wouldn't imagine putting it back here next to the rubber is a great idea. Somewhere up here, I would assume, is probably a pretty safe bet. The centered? Yeah. We'll do a 3x3. That's probably enough. 26,000 material, and that thing uses, what, 3.6? Yeah, 3.6 at max, and I doubt it'll ever do that. I placed 2 more of these. What do we get up to? 35,000? So that gives me, like, just under 3,000, or just under 1,000 seconds. At full blast. That's okay. You know what? Yeah, we'll just do this. That's probably already too much fuel. I've got no idea. I've never played campaign in this game, so I don't know like actual resource management. I need to play adventure mode and like really just get the shit beat out of me until I learn how to play the game. Trial by fire, you know. Lucas, welcome back. Let's see, what wise old lore dump you got for us? Gotta go again? Okay. Okay, so we got that boxed in. Got all that boxed in. This might be a story for a different stream. If you're busy, yeah, do not stress about being in a stream. I'm gonna keep streaming regardless, and there will always be another one. You're in the Discord server. There's no pressure. There's literally zero pressure. I am just a dude streaming a video game on the internet. There's zero pressure. Resource management is not that important. As long as you don't burn like over 100 materials per second, you're fine. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Okay, so... Still watching your streams on my TV, but my phone is occupied? Okay, sick. Score. See, you see, we fuck with that. We fuck with that. You know why we fuck with that? Because that means I'm still getting the watch hour. Hell yeah. Even if you're not like paying attention to it, YouTube thinks that you are. And that's what helps me. That's what helps me. Okay, so we got a pretty central. I think mass is just a little bit below the thruster, which means the front hydrofoil is going to do a little bit to push us up. Shouldn't have to be too terrible though. How much would it cost? 50K. I'm seeing like a low, like maybe a high 60s build to finish hauling all this out. I think so. I think so. I kind of already have an idea about how I want to do this as well. I'm thinking yeah, I'm thinking. But it's just like the AOL sound. Yeah, I'll put a C-Wiz in here somewhere. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start fixing this bad boy up. All right, so I want it to feel like, in my mind, what I'm picturing is like a C3 Corvette, right? Real long front hood. It kind of rises up in the center, be where you sit, and then like a real, kind of like a steeper ass, right? But it's flat, it's wide, and then it wraps around again. That's what I'm imagining. It's a C3 Vet. Kind of have it like a tapered, like an up body line, and then have it come back in again. Obviously, I don't want it to look like a car, but like that's the shape that I'm picturing in the noggin. I'm Stormworks, and it's amazing, but to build things, like you need to search and destroy, and you can build huge, like really big guns, tanks, bombers, submarines, and really anything you think. Okay. Okay, I'll look into that. I will look into that. Let's go ahead and just get like an outline done of what I want this thing to look like. Something like that, I think. Let me try and get like an idea. No, I know what I want. I know what I want. Okay. This is going to be one of those, like, I guess circle at distance. I would really like to face the enemy, but there's no benefit to facing the enemy, at least on this one. I guess I could heavy armor the front end of it. What did I end up putting up here? Fuel? I could move the fuel back and then put some heavy armor sheeting in the front, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright, let's see what we got. So the last thing I said was talking about how I'm trying to get into dating, and so is she. I was saying that one of my failed talking stages was literally perfect for me because she loved bugs and farming and had seen movies that were pretty obscure. And then Longtail followed that up with the Search and Destroy as a DLC and cost a lot, and there's also some space DLC at Industrial Frontier. Also, the space DLC lets you go to the moon, and really anything like sending space stations to orbit. Well, not a lot. Yeah, see, I don't fuck with spending a lot. Luckily, get ready for the plug, I can buy my games at a discount on Instant Gaming. DLC included. So I might see about finding it on Instant. And if it's any cheaper there, then I'll buy it. So then this girl, her name is Cinnamon, asked for my snap, and I was like, alright. I wasn't thinking too much of it. But then there was an awkward, suspicious silence. Bro's falling down the rabbit hole so far. He was looking over the edge, and he was like, damn, This edge is really giving away underneath me right now. I'm gonna keep standing here. So I leave and get on with my work. Let's see, let's go ahead and get a beam like that. And then we will do a beam like this. Do a 4 and a 4 and a 4. And then we will stretch this one just a tad. There we go, something like that. We'll do I think we'll start out with a 4 up top. Kind of mimic the turret cap, just like much longer. So that way it looks like a congruent design. You know, like it looks like it was designed to be this way. You're building an average US battleship. Just a lot of metal, one gun, and a jet engine at the back. Then that night she texts me asking about the movies that I mentioned earlier, and I tell her because I can't just not, you know. And then the other night she texts me late at night saying my new piercings were really cool and then asking about my tattoos. Look, do you want her or not? Do you want to kind of see where it goes or not? You need to go ahead and establish that early. Because if you just want to be friends, you do not need to let her lead herself on and then be like, you know, nah. Because then she's going to feel really awkward about it. But you could just kind of mention that you're already like, don't want her. Got it. You could mention that, you know, you could just be straight up. You can actually do that as a human being. You can do that. You can be like, look, I get the feeling that you are interested in me, and I'll be completely honest, I'm not really interested in you. No hate. No hate. I'm just looking elsewhere. Just be honest. There's no issue. There's no problem with that. There's no problem with that. Okay, so let's bring it down. I think one more little 4-meter slope, and then we'll kind of steepen it just a little bit, and that'll be like how the Corvettes have the little crease line and like the body line, and then we'll start tapering it back inwards to give it that boat look. So. Correct? That's correct. There we go. Something like that. Let's actually do that. And we'll do it one more like this. But then ideally what I want it to do is do a transition into a 1:2. Something like that. Yeah, because ideally what I like it to do is, like I said, feel like the Corvette, or look like the Corvette. Something like that. Maybe even go as far as to do a 2-meter offset. And then continue to do some 2 meters. Oh, wrong button. And then that's too flared. Too flared. Just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Actually, it doesn't even really need to flare. That 2-meter extension is wide enough that by the time it gets back to the turret cap, I want to taper it back again. I want it to come back in. Somewhere about right here-ish. I want this to transition. I actually don't want it to transition a whole lot. I just kind of want it to offset back. See, that's too steep. So yeah, I guess what we'll do is do a 1:2 transition. Slope 1:2 like that. And then we'll do another 2-meter No, we'll do 3s or 4s. Sorry, I want this to be long. Let's see, I need to figure out what kind of measurement I want here. All right, so from corner to corner, we're going to come back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corner to corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6s instead. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that works. That gives me that really slow taper in the back that I want. Alright, so let's see what we got going on. And then the other night, okay, so the tattoos. No, I'm sorry, I don't want her. It looks like the Zumwalt class destroyer. I have a question. Why does it look like the Zumwalt class? I don't know what that is. Hold on. If you're getting me to look up some fuck shit, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Zumwalt? Ooh, I like that. Sick. So what does this thing shoot? Missiles? A missile destroyer? Guided missile destroyer. That's sick. That's badass. Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, without the tower? Yeah, I fuck with that. Alright, so now let's do a... Actually, since we did 6s, we'll just do 2 3s. Yeah, that works. That works, and we'll finish the back of it first. I just want to get like a silhouette, like a top-down, that I was happy with. I guess I could get rid of this flat side, and I could just make it smoother. I don't really know, though. I don't really think I could. I kind of just like how it is right now. Like, the stubbier front and then the longer rear. I think it gives it a very weird look. Alright, and the whole reason I wanted this to be a 2 wide, other than just the slope of it, was so that way I can do this. Something like that. And then... Alright, we're gonna have to, let's see, match these up. Match the angles. That works. So... I guess we'll just have to do a single slope right here, which means we're gonna end up doing a 3. Yeah, that works. That's okay. That is okay. Because then what's going to go up here is a... Oh, this is a weird taper. This is a really odd taper. So I want this to... okay. I see what we're going to have to do. We're going to get rid of this point. I'm just going to get rid of it completely. Let's build this in so that way we have all of this shit connected. Get rid of all this. And we're going to connect all of this just like that for the time being. Get rid of that. Okay. So now, what's going to happen instead is that this is going to... I guess a 4-meter slope is what's gonna work best here. Oh shit, that's not pretty much what we already had. We're going to go forward by just a single beam, a beam length. And then we're going to go back down again by a single slope instead. Oh, wrong button. Oh, fuck, wrong buttons. Too low. That's probably good. Okay. No, I don't like the way that beam looks. Hold up, fellas. Like I said, I've got an idea. I'm trying to get there. You just gotta bear with me. Let's see. Let me start over here at the front so I know like where I need the front to be, and we'll just make it work. Let's see. That's same level, so we'll come back down one. That works. That works. Okay, so does a 2 meter function here? Almost. No, too slopey. It definitely needs to be a steeper than a 45, because the 45 looked really odd, and I didn't like it. Maybe a 26? A little 26 degree action. Everybody likes a good 26 degree angle. That weird little cutout? No. Three meter. That sort of has the look that I want. Maybe the issue is that this slope up here doesn't come down far enough. Hold up. Like that. Okay, let's see what we got going on. What are we reading here? Imagine trying to recreate that in the game. It might take hours. I'm sure there's probably somebody who's already done it. There's probably somebody who's already done it to like almost exacting standards. There are so many people that like building replicas in this game. It's crazy. The workshop page for this makes me feel really sad because I can't build like those people. Another 2 meter? It is. Something like that. And then we'll do a... Wait, what kind of transition do I need here? I need a... I don't really want it to be thick. Maybe what I need is a like that. Maybe that's what I need. Then a 2 meter triangle up front. Yes, that's a little closer to what I'm wanting. Okay. What about a... transition. Okay, forget they exist. Also, I'm not interested in her as a partner. This cinnamon girl. I would love to stay friends with her though, because I don't enjoy her friends' company better than I think. I think if I were to upset Cinnamon, I won't be able to be friends with the other girl I'd like to talk to instead. Ish, what a work life. Right. And that's what I was saying. I don't mix it. I personally don't mix it. I don't fuck with it. I don't mix romantic anything. Really, I don't mix friendships with work. Work is its own thing. The people that I work with are their own entities. Not swaying you to be that way. I'm just saying that's me. That's my perspective. You asked, I'm giving. Ever heard of the Iowa class battleships and the USS Missouri? Googling. Iowa class. Okay, yeah, definitely. Somebody has definitely built those in the game. Okay. And then three. Somebody's definitely built that in the game. Heard it's the biggest U.S. battleship ever, but unfortunately was destroyed during the attack at Pearl Harbor. It's 887 feet, 3 inches. Goodness gracious. Want to talk about some size? I got that in my pants. Just moved the decimal to the left a couple of times. Forgot, not Pearl Harbor, that was different. Alright, so now let's do another 2-meter slope up here. Let's see. Do some beams across the way. Ah, that gives it that's weird notch. I guess that's okay. It's such a weird thing. I need it to like mesh around there, but it ain't meshing. Maybe we just let it not mesh, you know? Maybe we just let it kind of do its own thing. And it just works its way out. It just works itself out, you know? Something like that. Or maybe it does be a little thick. Because, I mean, like, once you get it to scale, it doesn't look all that thick. Does it? Yeah, I don't think it's all that terrible. Alright, then what we'll do is do a transition. What? What? Nope. Nope. Am I losing my mind? Yeah, what block am I using up there? Just the transition. It's like going backwards. Ah, we found it. We did it. Okay. This isn't terrible. This isn't terrible. This isn't my worst work. This isn't my worst. Not my best, not my worst. And we can handle that. Just chamfer it. With a 2-meter, I guess. That feels better. That looks better. Oh. Yeah, something like that, I think. Yes, I like this. Something like that. I like that. And this gives me lots of room to just put shit underneath it. You know, it's just like space armor, I guess. Thinking of the Arizona. I think something like this is good enough for what I'm wanting. On this, we will end up just doing a sheet like that, and we'll cover it up with something. Yeah, we'll cover that up with something, maybe like some something. We'll make something kind of stick out of it a little bit, like some antennas or something. Make it look a little better. And then all this over here underneath the sides, I need it to be about this thickness. And then just start kind of tapering back. Something like that. Yeah, and we'll round that bottom off. Go ahead and round that off. There we go. Something like that. We'll go ahead and taper this up. And this can just stay solid underneath. I don't want it to get like super ugly. Cool. And then paint is going to carry this. Paint's going to carry this a long way. Okay, something like that. Okay. Alright, so from here, I want something about right in this area. I want something to protrude. I guess I just build it onto these blocks. Yeah, anyway, I want something to kind of stick out from like right here. How many is that? No, it needs to be a little taller. Okay. That works. Yeah, that works. Okay, so then we'll do another box, and we'll do another 4 meter. I'll read chat in just a second, fellas. Hold up. Then we will do a... No. Do I, There we go. And right there will be where we have like our C-Wiz and shit come out. And if not C-Wiz, then it'll just be extra thrusters. Okay, we're gonna have to just move this whole thing back. I did not think ahead. You know, somebody in the last stream, the little Hunter Call of the Wild stream, somebody asked what I'd been doing in From the Depths, and I don't think I really gave them much of an answer. I think I kind of just told him I've been shitting around, or I just haven't really been playing it. And I mean, that's kind of the truth. I sometimes boot the game up and try to learn how to build. Just so that way when I start a stream again, I'm not like, you know, brain dead. But then I start building and I realize that like I'm still brain dead. Like I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Also, the USS Missouri designed a crew of 117 officers and 1,804 enlisted men during World War II, and they had manned it 2,800 men, and it was also designed for 2,000 men to be on board. I could never build what you're building with my trash PC. Yeah, you can. No, yeah, you can. You can turn the graphics of this game way down. Way super far down. Let's see, something like that. And then we're gonna leave this area open right here, but something like that works. I want that to be a little wider as well. Probably end up just doing a wedge. And we'll do another wedge back here as well. Real long. And then we'll grab this thing. And we'll do another one of these. Yeah, something like that. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. This is okay. This is a-okay. I'll add some deco, make some wings, make it kind of pull out a little bit. So you gave your opinion of what I should do, and that was to just tell her straight up that I don't see her in a romantic way. Is there another way I would go about this? So that she just loses interest in me and I can still talk to the other girl without her hating me? Why would the other girl hate you? Why? If you like the other girl and you think you have a chance with her, why would you telling not her that you don't like her? Like, it would seem like if you had a chance with her, then she would see that there's nothing between you two, and she would feel comfortable, you know, with you. If she wants something with you. Because you also have to think about that it's not just you. Like, they are also thinking their own things independently. I will maybe get in the future. It's $24.99. Is that Steam or Instant? Alright, let's see. So like these girls are our best friends. Right. Steam. Yeah, check Instant. See if it's even in stock there. It might not be. Alright, let's tidy up this inside real fast. What are we up to in cost? 55, not terrible. How much are we? Okay. And then from about right here, we'll need to start kind of tapering it inwards. There we go, something like that. Let's see. And then there's another thing I want to do is I would like to have and if one of them hates someone, they automatically hate them. Also, I don't have a chance with this other girl. If you don't have a chance with the other girl, then you have nothing to lose. You're literally not losing anything. You're telling the one girl who you don't want anything with that you don't want anything with her. Peace of mind for both of you. And you already think that you don't have a chance with the other girl, so you're not losing anything there. It's out of stock, and I'm surprised it's $7.71. Yeah, so Instant's like super cheap. Normally they buy up a bunch of keys whenever it's on sale, and then they end up just selling them back at a little bit of a markup. That's why you have like the weird cents. So it's usually stuff's in stock. Sometimes it's out of stock. I always check there. If I always check Steam for a game I want, and then I go check Instant, whichever one has the cheaper price, I just buy it. The one that likes me, I'm uncertain of her age, but I'm certain she's older than me. Score. It don't matter then. If you know that she's older than you by X amount of years, it doesn't matter. Does the one on Instant get updated? Yeah, it's the exact same thing. So whenever you buy from Instant, what you're buying is just a Steam key. You go to Steam and you click in the bottom left of your library, add from add game, and then like input Steam key. Input your Steam key, and it's a Steam game now. Like, I'm trying to think what the last game I bought on Instant. It would have been. Fuck, I can't even think. Hunter Call of the Wild, maybe? I got it dirt cheap. Put Steam key in, and I'm getting Steam achievements for it. Like, you're buying a Steam game, you're just buying it on a different platform. And what they do is they send you a little code that you just put in on Steam. It's like you ever done like a Xbox Live card or for gold? You know, like you scratch it off and you get the little code on the back. You put your little code on, then you put it in Xbox. That code is what you're getting from Instant. You know, you could buy an Xbox card from Target or Walmart. You still go put it in on your Xbox. But yeah, if you use my link, I get a little commission. It's like pennies. I deadass make pennies off of it. But pennies is better than zeros. Alright, so let's smooth this out. There we go. And then we'll do that as well. Yeah, it's got a weird little diamond shape. That thing's gonna be shooting shit out. Hell yeah. Okay. Now what are we actually blocking up here? Are we blocking anything at all? Not really. So what we're gonna do, put some shapes in here. Just for the sake of it, you know? Yeah, something like that. And that'll be a good point to start kind of wrapping this thing up underneath. So we will do I think a 3 meter will work good here. I think 3 meters should look fine. Yeah, something like that. I'm okay with that. And then we'll do a 2 meter. We'll just put a block right here just so it's full. And we'll do some 3s. And then a 4. Cool, and we can probably put some sensors or something down under here. Make a little spot to put some sensors. That'll work. That works. Honestly, this right here could actually get swapped out for that. And that. 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 We'll do a 2 meter. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's real good. Yes. Yes, that's great. Looks like an alien created it. So, yeah, so I need to paint it, but the lore that I want to eventually... so I've already written out like a really small amount of lore, like in a Google Docs, and I have like some basic features that I've tried to put on my ships. I eventually want to like actually write out lore, actually write out design plans or like design styles and stuff that I do, and eventually write out like color codes and stuff that I paint all my ships in. And like it's really nerdy, right? Like I'm up, like put some big ass fucking glasses on. I would eventually like to have like a whole fleet of ships that are all lore specific. Okay, let's see. The other girl is like 30 something, I'm sure. Like, I just like talking to her and giving her lore updates. Stormworks is 12/17 and out of stock. I should have known about this website before I got it on Steam. It's banger. It's banger. I just want to be friends with them so that I've got someone to talk to and not get handsy with one of them. Does drag affect ships? Drag most definitely affects ships. I know. It's literally a fucking barn door. Yes, drag affects ships. And I don't expect this single jet engine to move my craft forward at like any reasonable speed. Air resistance is a thing. Water resistance is a thing. Yeah, it's definitely going to slow way the fuck down, but I like the look of it. And I've had this idea of having like a flat edge with a real tapered body rattling around in the old noggin for like, I don't know, probably like 2 weeks now. So it's definitely something that I've been wanting to do. Let's see. Let's actually let's put a bigger belly on this thing. No, actually, let's get rid of this. That works. Let's put some more 3 meters under here. And then what we'll do is do a bunch of offset 3 meters. Something like that. That's actually not ideal. Let's do instead a 3-to-1 slope. And then go up here to these 4 meters instead. That works. Yeah, something like that. Okay, cool. We'll just kind of fill in the bottom. Another thing, long tail, is that are there lights in the game? There are lights in the game. Is that we're building this out of metal, so this fucker is heavy. So we're building some slop. We're building something sloppy. This is definitely not the greatest design. Oh, we actually could have left that. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. A weird looking ass. Okay, we'll run that. Let's see, Fill all that in. Okay. And then let's make this taper down just one more. Do another. Do something a little steeper. Actually, hold up. Hold the phone. A single 4 meter. Another 4 meter. And then we could do 4. Another 4. And a whole bunch of meters. Something like that. Something like this. Hold up, I'm locked in right now. Just bear with me. Oh, did I grab 3? I did. Cool, we'll do something like that. Okay. Okay, so is everything sealed on the bottom? Everything is sealed. Cool. I'm trying to decide what I want to do about this bottom edge in here. Hold up. I want a... Oh. Wrong buttons. Hitting all the wrong buttons. Yes. Yes. All right. We'll put some wings on this thing. Put some little wings on it. Put some little hydrofoils on it. This thing is going to be a fucking creature. A creature of the sea. All right. So let's finish out this ass. How long have we been streaming? Oh, fuck. All right. There goes my hour. So let's wrap this up. Sorry. I don't normally stress about, like, time when I'm streaming. I normally make time to, like, really, you know, really like lock into my streams and like try and be a good streamer and shit. But I do actually have things that I need to do. Let's see. Let's try and... Three. We'll do a 3, and then we'll do a 4. Whoop. Okay, that's not ideal, but this is going to be covered up anyway with a... Actually, let's just do a 2 meter instead. And then we'll do another 2 meter pull in like that. Do a 2. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So then what I want back here... Let's see, has Lucas said anything? Hold up, here we go. Oh, also, crazy thing happened today. I got a death threat by one of my coworkers. Which one? The crazy guy? Did you put the muffins in the freezer? Is that why he was threatening you? Alright, that needs to be squared off. No, actually, this needs to just not even worry about the taper. This needs to come all the way up. 'Cause I've got a vision. I got visions. Did I say they were good? Hell no. Something like that, maybe. And then I'll tuck an engine or something behind this. There we go, something like that. Yeah, I think something like this. I think methinks. And then we'll do another. There we go. Yeah, and we'll do some sort of like antenna off of that. That's too long. That's the issue. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, okay. I like this. What we got going on? Can you make planes? Yes, we can make planes. I actually got a couple things. I'll show you in a minute. He'd get high and drink at work. Well, this day, after he got back from drinking and getting high, probably he accused me and my other coworker of stealing his phone. So I asked him where the last place he had it was. He tells me that it was in the bathroom. So being the funny guy that I am, I said, maybe it fell in the toilet. Think of making an aircraft carrier? You can make aircraft carriers, and you can make planes that fly off those aircraft carriers and fly back and dock up and land. It might not look as smooth as like, hold up, it might not look as smooth as like that. It might be more of like a kind of a thing, but yeah, you can do that. Submarine aircraft carrier, you can do that too. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Hold up. There are people that there's a faction in the game that builds shit that's like floating castles. Like castles, just floating castles with guns, with turrets, with big cannons. Are these just threes? These are just threes. Okay. Yeah, I like that cut. Okay. So we've definitely got a shape going on here. Let's go ahead and polish up the front end of this, and then we're gonna fix that. Don't worry, it's not gonna be a big flat plate. Sorry, I kind of started talking away from the microphone. It's not gonna be a flat plate. Don't worry, don't worry. I got better sense than that. How much does this thing cost? 60? Yeah, okay. High 60s should be where this thing ends up, because I'm gonna need another jet on the back. Also going to, just for the sake of redundancy, do another 2-meter slope like this and reinforce it again. And then that'll work. Okay. So, I don't know what we got going on right now. What are these 2 open spots up here? Just open spots. Okay, something like that. What else we got in the back? I need to flesh this out a little bit. Probably just end up making a good thruster pack to throw back there. Let's go ahead and cap this off. Okay. There we go, something like that. That's okay. We can handle that. Let's do some 2-meter beams. And then let's do another set of 2-meter beams. Something. Something. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I think so. And then we'll do another fin. No, let's do 3 meters. No, let's go back one more. Yeah, with that. Ah, fuck with that. Okay. We'll just pull all that up for right now. Alright, and then we'll start making cuts. So now that we got our big block, now we'll start making cuts in it, kind of like we did on the back of, well, you can't see it on the vertical. That back fin back there, we just have that little stripe cut through it. What we'll end up doing is put like little crevices and creases and stuff. What's the point of this game anyways? There is a campaign, there is lore, there's a story to it. In the campaign, you start off on a little raft, you got a little, like an oil rig kind of thing, and there are these other factions that are also out on the sea, and there's, I don't think we can see any from where we're at right now, but there is land, there is tanks and shit like that if you want to do land combat. You can also go up to space and build spacecraft, you can build subs. Your goal in the campaign is to take over the planet. Let's see. So let me throw on some hydrofoils on this thing. And then I think this will end up having to be like a part 2 kind of a stream, because I do need to get going, but I do also kind of want to see this thing float around. So let's do water, hydrofoil, something like that. They're gonna look kind of goofy, but that's okay. We're gonna hide them. They won't exist once we get things going. Actually, we'll do pitch on. We'll do roll on those. Somewhere back here in the back, we're gonna start. Let's see, everything behind that and in front of that. These are all gonna be dedicated to roll. Spread to neighbors. Does that spread these? But does it spread to these? It does not. Oh, good shit. All right. And then I guess this is gonna need to be a roll left. And then spread to neighbors. Is that all those? But not, oh, but not these. Correct. And not these. Correct. Fantastic. Okay. You just don't provide anything. Understood. And then your pitch up, so we don't want you either. Pitch down, 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 down. All of these are roll, and then all of these should be pitch up. All of those are pitch up. Correct. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. So, has everything been sealed? Looks like everything's been sealed. Does this thing have fuel? It has fuel. Has fuel. Has ammo. Has... It needs more engine power, but that we won't worry about that for right now. Let's see. Do you work? Oh, will you float or no? It kind of floats. Hold up. On the inside of this, we're going to line it with a little bit of lightweight alloy. Is there a sandbox mode? We are currently in sandbox mode. This is like creative building. And then what you do, or like at least what most people do, I think, is build all your stuff, test all your stuff in sandbox, and then carry it over into, like, get the resources and stuff. And there's like a blueprint builder to where as long as you have the resources, you can kind of just like summon stuff in. You can summon in your build and then go fight with it. I'll show you in depth before I finish the stream. Let me just make sure I can get this thing to float and function. In Stormworks, there's a built-in feature where if you're lagging and you make the game slow, motion to prevent serious lag and for crashing. Yeah. It'll slow time to prevent like what's it called, sim speed. What's the point of this game? Story mode? Is there a sandbox mode? That's what we're in. Oh, but yeah, this guy got fired today, so there was a happy ending to this. Is that the drunk guy that you were telling me about last time? Forgot what you gave, like what fake name you gave him. All right, can this float now? Kinda. It kind of floats, like it's not, I don't think it's sinking. Yeah, it's not sinking. Oh, did I build that shit without mirror mode? Damn, okay. Hold up. Anyway, when you come out of building, you stop mirror mode. Alright, did I, okay. You float now that I gave you extra blocks? Eureka. Lourdes, hello, hi, how you doing? Hell yeah, okay, cool, so this thing floats, so I'm not going to worry about making it float any better than that. So, yeah, let's give this thing a AI, or tell it how to do an AI. We're going to make it a circle at distance. It's a ship or tank. It is a ship. Ideal pitch angle. Ideal pitch angle is 0. Idle distance. 0. Do not idle. Wander distance. Do not wander. Order complete distance. 40 meters. That's good enough. Behaviors. You will circle. Yes, circle at distance. Oh, there's a lot of new things in here. Is it because it's a ship now? That's pretty sick. Anyway, circle at distance. Combat distance is going to be 1,600 meters. Minimum approach angle is 45. Max roll to target 0. Combat altitude doesn't fucking matter. Combat altitude is going to be whatever the fuck it ends up being. Adjustments. Yeah, I don't think I have to mess with any of that. All right, can you work? Can you function? All right, so it most certainly does not make enough engine power to just get itself moving. So, can I tell you to generate less or generate more power but less? Okay, I guess I do need you to kind of idle then. I can't have you stay still. Wander distance, we're going to say is 70 meters. Idle distance is, I guess we'll also do that to be 50 meters. Alright, it doesn't have a way to turn either. I forgot about doing that. I didn't give it a way to turn. Alright, why the fuck are you not functioning? I could probably give it a water, some balloons to water start. Air. Hot air balloon deployment. I don't actually think these have to have air access. So we'll just not worry about that too much. Okay. Additional. We'll do water start. We'll release balloons below 2 meters and stop above 27 meters or 17 meters. Yeah, because 27 is where we're at. Let's read what we got going on, and then I'll keep going. And yes, that means there's a person out there named after this by Cinnamon. Yeah, Cinnamon's a typical like stripper call sign, stripper name. But like I understand it's also a real name. Watch live. Yeah, we're watching. This is live. This is hello. But yeah, Jordan got fired for threatening my life and accusing my coworker of stealing his phone. Good deal. Set all hydrofoils to upward 45 degree, though you might want some props to help it move it first. Do you want me... So, Rain, are you saying set them to just always be that way? Whoa. Okay, wait, hold up. Use vertical jets to control pitch and roll. Gotcha. Oh. Okay. Okay. Fuck it. We'll do 10. I do spread to neighbors? Oh, good deal. 10. Spread to neighbors. Rain, I can't believe you're still here. Can't believe you're still here. Honestly, I can't believe long-tailed lizard's still here. Not lizard, wasp. So, okay, do I need to just tell the jet to have like an idle thrust? Why is it not going? Okay, and you guys need to be built onto. Oh, are you guys part of the fucking turret? Why is it not Planes for Life? Say hi to me and I'll sub. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Why is my jet not going? I don't even hear it running. Huh. Why you not, why you no go? It's not even taking any input. Yeah, but it's like not even functioning at all. Why? Why not? It has fuel. I ain't tracking. I ain't tracking. I ain't tracking. I've never had this issue. Is it because it's a boat and it doesn't know that it can use this jet? Okay, I can do I can do set fake point. Fake set point. Yeah, I can do that. Huh. Fellas. What the fuck? Why? I don't ever want it to be at 0. I don't ever want this thing to stop. So... I don't know. Why is it not going? I don't know how to troubleshoot this. Most of the time my jets just go. Should I just throw a breadboard on it to just tell it to always go? Or an ACB? Alright, condition. We'll say when speed. Oh no, not enemy speed, when my speed. Here we go. When my speed is within pretty much 0 to anything. Anything below 30. Set my controls. Set my drive controls. Forward. to be max. And it's still not... what's the issue? Why are you not functioning? Okay, okay, it was on manual. Okay, so I guess I need more hydrofoils. Maybe more jet thrust. Compressor. Generator. Controller. Combustor. Exhaust. Okay, so I need more hydrofoil. Or you said angle up to 45, just on all. Alright, let's see what we got all going on here. Backup fuel engine. Imagine building the Lockheed CL-1201 with all the wing attachments. Literal planes. Oh, is that the big-ass plane that has all the little mini planes on the wings? Backup fuel engine and water propeller. Yeah, it being in the water definitely burns out the exhaust. Alright, so backup fuel engine and some propellers. I can handle that. Let me go ahead and throw some more little air balloons up here, though, because I do like them. I like the way they pop out. I think they're funny looking. Alright. I guess I'm gonna need a lot of balloons for that. Okay, so that's not really a viable option, I don't guess. You think making these be pitch as well, instead of roll? And then, like you said, just using thrusters is the way to go? Ooh, almost. Almost. It almost did the thing that I needed it to do. Yeah, almost. Compressor. Fuck. I don't need a generator on these. Controller. .8, 4.8, and 4.8. So Also, the bad thing about building these types of things in Stormworks is microcontrollers. They are so annoying because you have to do a lot of things to make something work, like screens. The most difficult thing in this game, obviously I'm failing at this. Don't let that fool you. This is normally not something people have issues with. Is that I could hold up. I could just. Hi. Okay, it has enough. Does it not know how high I need it to sit? Does it not know? Okay, so the hydrofoils are not doing their job. Yippee! Okay, yeah, so I guess we're going to use some thrusters on the top to kind of help control its pitch issues that it's having. Yeah, we have to do some. Let's do something like this, metal, and then we'll do two meter. And then we'll just do some smooth line like that. Air. Jet engine flush. And this is just, yeah, that's all for pitch up. Alright, we are floating. Okay. Yaw? Why the fuck is it assigned to yaw? The fuck? Pitch. Spread to neighbors. Alright, we're gonna do that same shit in the front. Alright, that's too high. Okay, metal. Fellas, it's all falling apart right here. All falling apart right here at the end. You guys still fight with me? Still fight with me? Even if I'm losing my mind trying to build a hydrofoil? Alright, and then manual control, pitch down, spread to neighbors. Okay. Where are you at? Oh my goodness. Okay, so what's your issue now? Why are you not floating on the water like you should be? Okay. Ideal pitch. Stop above 17. Yeah, that's fine. Start below 3. That's fine. Maneuver. Ideal pitch angle. 0. Idle altitude or like circle at distance. That's combat altitude, so it doesn't care about that. Minimum altitude above water. You don't want it to travel anything less than like back in 10, you know? Or something. Does that function now? Alright, why? We'll finish this later, fellas. I've actually gotta go, or I'll sit here and tinker with this forever. Let me read through chat and make sure I haven't missed anybody. It's the reason why I use the workshop. Just give it some normal propeller. If you move forward, your hydrofoil will push your boat up. CJ do not work underwater, so you need something to push your ship forward when the CJ gets submerged. Put the engines higher and it'll probably work. If I put the engines higher, it'll do what it's doing right now and it'll push forward. Rain is right. I need to have propellers on this thing. What time is it for you? Whatever time it is in North Sentinel Island. By the way, did you check the use pitch control? Check your maneuver tab. Oh, use pitch controls. Okay, cool. And I guess yaw control, or not yaw control, what's it called? Roll control would be pretty cool, I guess. Manual, roller, spread to neighbor. Maneuver. Use pitch controls. Adjustments. Yeah, I will literally fuck with this until it is perfect. So I'm gonna head out, fellas. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go get ready for bed and do bedtime things so I can do my shit that I need to do in the morning because I have big adult responsibilities that I need to handle. I will finish this later. This will be the next time we stream from the depths. I'll finish this and paint it and do all the things. Yeah, I'll see you fellas. Thanks for sitting in with me for so long. I appreciate it as always. Be safe, have fun, go do something you enjoy doing. I'll see you, gamers.